Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video. So today's video, I've got Google's Gemma Gemma free 1 billion parameter AI model. I've got it running locally on this Raspberry Pi, which is a 4 gig Raspberry Pi 4. So it's like I think I bought this in 2019, so 2020. So it's a 5-6 year old Raspberry Pi, and I've got it running an AI model. And I've made this app, which is basically an Estop AI status reporter. So essentially what I've got is I've got a bunch of, I've got 21 lines of CSV data here. So Estop status, pump running, tank low level, valve open, motor control, alarm relay, pressure high, temperature high, flow rate. So it's just some simulated data. But the intent here is, what I wanted to do is I've got my PLC rig here, and I've got a Raspberry Pi that sits on there. And so what I want to do is I want to run an AI model on my system and then have it like just to see if it can create reports for me and just generate analysis of what's going on my little test rig here. So I'm just wondering, like, could, for example, I stick a Raspberry Pi in a control panel and have it just like have the PLC send over all its data, store it all in a CSV for like, every hour, every 10 minutes, every day, whatever, and just create an analysis for the day. So it's currently working. So I've got an AI model running locally on here. It's called Ollama. So if I use, so Ollama is like Facebook's sort of open source platform. And then you can install Google's Gemma free AI on there. So here I've got a Raspberry Pi, so I've typed in 3H, and I've got a 3.7 gig RAM Raspberry Pi. And I think if I do Ollama, do I get some stats? Ollama help, Ollama list maybe? Can I see what model I'm currently running? Stop a running model, run a model, show information for a model. So Ollama, show. Okay, Ollama, show Gemma free B? No. Okay, Ollama list. Okay, there you go. So I have Gemma free 1 billion parameter model. So this model only requires 1 gig of RAM to run, which is mental. So I'll show you here. I've got system monitoring, so Estop events. So essentially what the plan for this app is that every time I hit the Estop on my rig or any rig, I'm thinking to have it create a report and then have the AI analyze what went on just before that Estop. So here I've asked it how many Estops occurred today, and then I send it the request, and then it's come back with this answer. So let's try something else. Let's try, what was the first Estop today? What happened before it? And so this is mental on a 4 gig. So I'll send that request to the AI Gemma free, and then I think it will be probably about 30 seconds for it to respond, which is insane on a Raspberry Pi 4. This is a 50 quid device. And so I'm thinking, if I got like, a Jetson Nano for 150 quid, could it respond in 5 seconds, 10 seconds? Like all running locally. So I'll show you up here. If I go up here, it's got turn on wireless LAN up on the top right. And I've got no Ethernet. So my Wi-Fi is off. I've got no Ethernet plugged in. So totally offline, yeah? It's just, yeah, it's mental. So what we've been now, 20 seconds or something? So it still says AI is analyzing your data. I'm intrigued. Let's see how long it takes to respond. Well, when I set it up, when I'm sending the prompt to the AI, I'm telling it, can you respond in like 2 or 3 sentences to keep your response short? Because this model generally likes to spam out 12 paragraphs or something. So here it's responding with something pretty short, and it can come with obviously as much or as little information as I want. The shorter I keep the response, the faster it responds. So I don't know what that was, maybe 40, 50 seconds. So kind of, if you think about it, if I had this running in the background, I can just make this, instead of me clicking this button to send it, I can just say every 10 minutes or every time an Estop event occurs, send out this request to say what happened before the e-stop. So let's see its response. The first e-stop event today was at 1:45, triggered by an emergency stop, tank low and high temp. Following this, a pump running event occurred at 2:20, and subsequent e-stop, tank low and high temp occurred at 3:15, marking a recovery period. So it didn't tell me what happened before it. So let's try what happened before. Let's just see if that's correct. 1:45 and 2:20 apparently. So I've now said what happened before it. I don't know if it will continue the conversation actually. I think it sends like a brand new prompt without the history. So anyways, let's find the first e-stop. So the first e-stop event was at 12:05. So where's it getting this 1:45 one from? E-stop. So I can't even see the 1:45 that it's talking about. Yeah. Maybe it needs a bit of work, but this is the problem with AI, like how accurate is it actually? So what am I looking at? So alarm conditions, 10:45. Did I read it wrong? Did it say 10:45 and not 1:45? I have to watch that back. I can see there 10:45 high temperature alarm. 10:45, I can see there. 12:05, 10:45. It might have said 10:45, or I think it said 1:45 and it got itself confused. So let's just see what happened before it. 10:45 pressure alert. So normal operation at 8:30, 9:15 low tank warning, and then pressure alert 10:45. I don't see. Oh look, there's a 1:45 calibration mode. Calibration in progress, system offline. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. So it's responded now. Before the preventive stop event at 5:30. So where's this 5:30 it's talking about now? The system experienced a series of emergency stops 6 and pump running events 9, indicating a potential operating issue requiring attention. The system then transitioned to normal operation, followed by calibration mode and recovery mode, suggesting a brief interruption before the preventive maintenance stop. So let's see this 5:50. Unless like the 5:50. There's no 5 a.m. so I don't know. Oh, 5:30? 5:30? Yeah, 5:30. Okay, so there it is. There's preventative stop. So it is accurate there. And then what did it say? Before that stop, the system experienced a series of emergency stops and pump running events, indicating a potential operational issue requiring attention. The system then transitioned to normal operation, followed by calibration mode and recovery mode, suggesting a brief interruption before preventive maintenance stop. So I think, is that emergency stop 6 saying that there's been 6 emergency stop presses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, okay. So you can see there, like, that answer is correct. And I think because I'm running it on, again, a cheap Raspberry Pi, I'm trying to keep the answer short because I want it to respond within 30 seconds. But if I had this running in the back end, I could just have it responding in whatever. Like I could say, write me a full report for, I don't know, a 12 paragraph report. And if it took 5 minutes to generate that report, I wouldn't care because it's just sitting there in my control panel running. So yeah, this is pretty exciting. I think so. At the moment here, I've just got, this is just plain offline CSV data that it's looking at. I'm hoping to hook it up to here and then see if I can actually get it. Just stick my Raspberry Pi on there and then see if I can I've got to figure out how do I get the data from the PLC over to the Raspberry Pi. So I have some ideas. Like I'm thinking I could probably SQL log to my PC and then have the Raspberry Pi look at a network location on the PC for all the data, like as in maybe every 10 minutes, every hour, send over a whole CSV or just SQL database and have the Raspberry Pi look at the SQL database. So yeah, that might be what I might do. It gets a little bit complicated, but I think just the idea here of running a model locally on that, and I have no fan on this thing. It will be hot, yeah. I mean, that's hot to touch. but I can still hold it, so it's not burning it at all. So yeah, so this is it's insane that models are getting that good. So we've got what, a Gemma 3 1 bill parameter model, and it's good enough to run on a Raspberry Pi and produce this results. It's insane, man. So yeah, I will try and leave some information below. I'll leave my GitHub for this app, and then also just like how I've set it up as well. So if you want to give it a go, yeah, this is fun, man. Cool. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.